Good morning, children. Welcome. We have already started with the first chapter in science. Two parts have already been telecast. Today we look into the third part of the video. Last time, remember, I gave you few homework to be done. The questions from the textbook, blue questions. So let us discuss. You just check whether you have written it accordingly or not. If there is any mistake, you may correct it. The questions which were given last time was, which of the following are matter? As you can see that out of the given terms, love, smell, hate, thought, cold and smell of perfume. Cold. Till there, love, smell, hate, thought, cold. These are all abstract terms. So, they are not matter. Whereas chair, air, almonds, cold drinks and even the smell of the perfume, that would be the matter because they are occupying space and they are having mass. Okay. Second, give reason for the following. They said, smell of hot sizzling food reaches you even if you are far away, but from cold you will not get it. Reason, I told you in my last class, if you remember, the kinetic energy increases as the temperature increases. So hot food, the kinetic energy is more, and hence the particles of the food which is hot will diffuse into the air quickly and you get the smell even if you are meters away. But in case of cold food, since the kinetic energy is lesser, the particles are not in that movement and hence rate of diffusion will be less. Third, the diver is able to cut through the water in a swimming pool. Which property is shown? This is what the question is. You find that in case of water, the intermolecular space is more and hence the force of attraction will be comparatively lesser. There is force of attraction, but it will be lesser. So when a diver jumps, he is able to cut the water because of the impact of force that is breaking the weak attraction between the water particles. What are the characteristics of the particles of matter? This, if you remember, last time I had summed up that particles of matter have intermolecular space, the particles of matter have intermolecular force and they are in constant motion. Okay. Now, I hope you must have written the work in your notebook. Please see to it that you do your work daily, otherwise it will be a burden at the end of the chapter. Today we take up a new topic, states of matter. You know that basically from primary classes you have been learning that there are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. Now before we understand the characteristics of these matters which you are already aware about, there are a few activities given in your text. Let us look into the first activity in this section regarding the solid state. They are asking you to observe few articles like pen, book, needle or a wooden stick and comment about whether it is having a shape, whether the boundaries are fixed, whether volume is there or not, what happens if you are going to hammer it or you are dropping it from the height, are they able to diffuse, or whether you are able to compress them, press it into a very small portion. All these are the questions which are related to this activity. You will find that in case of solid state, you are having a definite shape. Say for example, in case of a pen, this pen has a definite shape, isn't it? This pen will be different from another pen. If I give you the example of a duster, the duster also has a definite shape, isn't it? A definite shape is there. So, solids have definite shape and they have definite boundaries also. Limiting boundaries are there. See, this page is having a limiting boundary. Got it? So, there is definite boundaries. Volume is also fixed. And if you hammer it or if you drop it from height, it will not get broken. It will not break unless it's brittle. Compression is not possible. So, these are the characteristics of a solid state, having definite shape, boundaries and fixed volumes. It is not compressible and they maintain their shape even if force is applied, means they will not try to change the shape. They may break But when do you break it? If it's a brittle substance, it will break. Otherwise, it will try to maintain its shape. That is, they are rigid. Now, if you go into the liquid state, a few examples of liquid state I will give you: water, coconut oil, milk, juice. You find that if you spill it on the floor, it will just spread out, which means it doesn't have a definite shape. If you pour a glass of water into a conical flask, then it will take the shape of a conical flask. If you pour that same water in a plate, then it will take the shape of the plate, which means liquid doesn't have a definite shape. It takes the shape of the container. Now, what about the volume? No matter in whichever container you are taking, the volume remains fixed. Volume will not change. Shape changes. There is no definite boundaries, but volume is fixed. If you try to compress it, if you try to press it, can you press the liquid? To some extent, a little bit. Why liquid can be compressed? Because in case of liquid, the particles are slightly far away. So there is space in between the particles, so you can push them nearer to each other. So they can be compressed. So based on this activity, you have liquids have no fixed shape but have fixed volume. They take up the shape of the container, they flow and change the shape. So they are not rigid, but they are fluid in nature. And they can diffuse. As I told you, there are particles, the particles are spaced out. So the rate of diffusion is higher than solid. This is very important. Liquids, when they have space in between, it's very important because the gases can easily dissolve into the liquid state. Otherwise, how will the aquatic life survive? If the rate of diffusion wouldn't have been there, if the space between the particles wouldn't have been there, then the gases would not be able to diffuse or dissolve into the aquatic medium. All the creatures in the water, they are able to breathe, they are able to survive the environmental oxygen which has been diffused into the water medium. So rate of diffusion of liquid is definitely higher than the solid state. Clear? Now, for gaseous state, they are given you a very interesting activity.